Welcome, Jerry Corley. Jerry has been writing and performing comedy for over 27 years, was a writer for The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and is a master at teaching people how to be funny. He runs a comedy studio in Burbank where he teaches stand-up comedy, comedy writing, and he's also a personal humor coach to speakers and corporate executives, and provides humor courses online at standupcomedyclinic.com. Corley was recently selected by the U.S. State Department to go to Moscow, Russia, to teach 24 Russian actors how to perform Western-style stand-up comedy. That sounds like a fun challenge. Thanks for being with me, Jerry.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Now, you are a unique bird among these interviews that I am doing because you're the only one who's not a Toastmaster. I'm really intrigued about you coming to the TLI. So tell me, why do you think someone should attend this TLI event specifically?
Well, this TLI event is unique in that it's interactive. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to select a few people in my seminars, and I've done a couple of other seminars with Toastmasters, and they're very effective. The people there are so responsive. They get it. They get the importance of humor and the power of humor. So I'll be doing interactive engagements with people, getting them up, having them do a few minutes or up to 5 minutes of their presentation, and really showing them where they can drop the humor in, how they can use the story, the existing information they're getting out, and then humorize it. So it will help elevate the interest that people have in their presentation.
And how did
because humor has that ability.
Wonderful. And how did you come to be a part of this, since you aren't a Toastmaster?
Well, that's a great question. Lance Webster came to a weekend workshop, weekend comedy writing workshop that I have. I do these intensive Saturday and Sunday in Burbank, and he just kind of showed up and, obviously had some tools because he'd been a Toastmaster for a while. Really enjoyed it, and then signed up for a couple of my 8-week classes. And in a matter of just 8 weeks, he wound up doing a lot of spots at the Comedy Store. So that was really impressive to see him after 8 weeks just go to the Comedy Store and start performing there. So, and then he said, "Wow, I should bring over some of our events to help some of these other Toastmasters think about how to introduce humor into their presentations."
Wow, I feel like Lance has a secret life. I had no idea he was doing stand-up. Lance, you might have to do some at a TLI.
Yeah, he should. He should prepare a 5 minutes. And I think he's done some. He's actually done some there. So he did a little bit at our the last gathering in, I think it was January or February. He just, in the intro, he made it very funny. He got a couple of good laughs. So
nice. So tell me, Jerry, what's the best thing that's ever happened to you as a professional speaker?
Well, I think you mentioned it in the intro. When I was selected out of the blue, I just got this email from the embassy asking me if I would come to Russia to go to Moscow to teach 24 Russian actors at their premier acting school there to learn Western-style comedy. I had 5 days to give each of them 5 minutes to perform at their Golden Mask Performing Arts Festival, which is the largest performing arts festival in Moscow or in Russia. And we did, and it was just amazing for me, certainly, to see how the concepts that I apply in the United States with our culture worked in every single place where we planted or expected a laugh to happen in front of 400 Russian audience members. They got laughs, except for one where this guy wanted to keep his own pun, right? He insisted that his pun was going to be funny. And so I said, well, keep it. We'll see what happens. And he got groans because most people groan at puns. And it was fascinating to see that even in Russia, where we consider, oh, they don't even smile over there, which is, nonsense. They all had a great time. They were laughing at every place we placed the laughs in their stand-up. And it was just an amazing experience. Of course, I had a translator talking to me, telling me what's going on, because all of them just spoke Russian. My translator spoke English, and that was about it.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, to be able to test the theories, because there is some theories in comedy and humorizing, and there's a science behind it, and I think that's what people don't know. They don't know there's a science.
Right. So tell me your number one tip for someone who wants to up their speaking game.
I would say introduce humor, because the power of humor is unbelievable. We don't even recognize how powerful it is. Every time we laugh, we release endorphins, serotonin, vasopressin, and all the other feel-good drugs, the same feel-good drugs we release when we fall in love and or shoot heroin. So there's an advantage there. People feel a euphoria, and they immediately like the speaker and they want to hear more. Plus, studies show that when you teach any subject with humor purposely injected into the curriculum, the retention rate is as much as 37% greater. So, I mean, that's huge.
Yes.
If you're really trying to get some information out.
Wonderful. Well, I can't wait to see you speak on June 25th at TLI.
I can't wait to do it. It's always fun.
Everyone out there, register. You don't want to miss Jerry. He's going to be amazing.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Jerry.